The neon lights of New Geneva Station flickered against the reinforced viewports as Marcus Kane sat hunched over his drink in the cantina's darkest corner. His augmented eyes, twin pools of electric blue, scanned the room with practiced vigilance. The cybernetic implants beneath his skin hummed quietly, monitoring his elevated stress levels as he waited for Elena to return from her supply run. She should have been back an hour ago. Marcus had been many things in his 43 years, soldier, mercenary, corporate assassin, but nothing had prepared him for the vulnerability that came with love. Elena Rodriguez had changed everything. Where others saw his scarred face and military-grade enhancements and stepped aside, she had seen the man beneath the machinery. For 2 years, they had carved out a life together on the station's outer ring, far from the corporate wars that had consumed his past. The communication device on his wrist chirped. Elena's voice crackled through, distorted and afraid. "Marcus, they took me. The Helix Syndicate. Docking Bay 7, the transmission cut to static." The glass in Marcus's hand shattered. Blood mixed with synthetic motor oil as his augmented grip crushed the fragments. Around him, conversations died as patrons felt the sudden shift in atmospheric pressure that preceded violence. He was already moving. Marcus's enhanced legs carried him through the station's corridors at inhuman speed. His neural interface accessed the security grid, mapping routes and identifying threats. The Helix Syndicate, corporate slavers who dealt in human trafficking and illegal augmentation. They had made a critical error. Docking Bay 7 lay in the station's industrial sector, where screams were swallowed by the constant drone of machinery. Marcus arrived to find Elena suspended in an energy cage, her clothes torn, blood trickling from her nose. 3 Helix operatives stood around her, their leader, a tall man with chrome arms, running a scanner over her unconscious form. "Rare genetics," Chrome Arms was saying to his companions. "She'll fetch premium price in the Centauri markets. Clean human stock is getting harder to." The lights went out. Marcus's thermal vision painted the world in gradients of heat. His first target never saw the monomolecular blade that separated his head from his shoulders. The second operative managed to draw his plasma rifle before Marcus's reinforced fist punched through his chest cavity, crushing his heart. Chrome Arms spun around, his mechanical limbs whirring as targeting systems came online. "What the hell?" "You touched her," Marcus said, his voice a low growl that seemed to come from the station's ventilation system itself. "You hurt her." The syndicate leader opened fire, plasma bolts searing the air where Marcus had been standing. But the former assassin was no longer there. Years of military conditioning merged with cutting-edge biotechnology as he moved like liquid death through the darkness. Chrome Arms' scream echoed through the bay as Marcus appeared behind him. Titanium fingers closed around the operative's reinforced spine, just below the base of his skull. With surgical precision born from countless kills, Marcus applied pressure to specific vertebrae. "Please," Chrome Arms gasped. "She's not just any human," Marcus whispered, his grip tightening. "She's mine." The spine came free with a wet crack, neural interfaces sparking as they separated from the nervous system. Chrome Arms collapsed, his mechanical limbs twitching once before going still. Marcus deactivated the energy cage and caught Elena as she fell. Her eyes fluttered open, focusing on his face with relief and recognition. "I knew you'd come," she whispered. As sirens wailed in the distance and station security finally responded to the carnage, Marcus carried Elena toward their ship. Behind them, 3 bodies lay cooling in the industrial shadows, a reminder that some bonds transcended flesh and steel, and that love, when weaponized, could be the most devastating force in the galaxy. The human had reminded the universe why his species had earned their reputation among the stars. They were dangerous enough alone. But when something threatened what they loved, they became something far worse. They became unstoppable.